Hello folks and welcome. In this session, we are going to learn about fourth and last feature of OOPS concept, that is abstraction. Abstraction means it is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only functionality to the end user. If you see one program, you will get clear picture about what this definition is stating. Okay, we can achieve abstraction in two ways. First one using interface and the second one using abstract class. First, let's talk about interface. To simplify interface concept, I have added a detailed description along with code snippets in single place in this slide. Try to understand this slide. Then interface concept will be a cakewalk to you. I mean, it will be very easy. An interface is similar to class and which is defined with interface keyword. Means instead of it is very similar to class only, but instead of class keyword, we have to specify interface. Interface name. Here interface name is objects. Okay. Next, it is a collection of variables and methods. Like class, it is a collection of variables and methods. You can see here, just we defined variables and methods. By default, all variables are public, static, and final. Okay. But final, what is the meaning of final variable? If you define any variable with the final keyword, then we can say it is the final variable. Static variable means if you define any variable with static keyword, then we can say it is the static keyword. Public means we have to specify public modifier. Then only we can say it is the public variable. But by default, one variable which is defined inside the interface is public, static, and final. It means no need to specify. Okay, by default it will be public, static, and final. By default, all methods are public and abstract. What does it mean? So, abstract method, the method which is defined with abstract keyword and without any implementation. Okay, that is called as abstract method. So normal method means how normal method looks like. Void method one. It starts with curly braces and ends with curly braces. Inside curly braces, just we have to write some logic, right? A equal to 10 into B equal to 10, 20 into C equal to A plus B. In this way, just we can write some logic inside the method. This is called as normal method. But coming to the abstract method means abstract void method 2. So now here it doesn't contain this implementation. Okay, there is no body here. Okay, this thing entire thing is called as body. Okay, it opens with this curly braces, ends with curly braces. The method which is defined with abstract keyword without any implementation, then that method is called as abstract method. So we have to specify abstract keyword. But coming to the interface, no need to specify this abstract. Okay, this abstract keyword we have to specify in abstract class. That is different concept. We will see it later. But coming to the interface, no need to specify abstract keyword. That is the meaning of this line. Okay. By default, all methods are public abstract. No need to specify abstract keyword. Here you can see we specified, but it is the case for abstract class. Okay. We should implement the interface. That means whenever we create an interface, we should implement the interface. Otherwise, no point to create the interface. Keyword implements is used to implement the interface. Okay. If you want to, okay, here again inheritance comes into the picture. Okay, by using the implements keyword, just we have to create the subclass based on this interface. We can create object for subclass to access its class members. Okay, it's normal way only. If you want to access this class members, we have to create object for this helper class, right? Just we implemented this class from this interface. If you want to access all the class members, we have to create object for this implemented class. Okay, we cannot create object for interface. You can see, yeah, that is important. This is interface. Okay, objects equal to new objects. We are trying to create object. It will throw error. Why? Because we cannot create an object for. Next, we can create reference variable for an interface. Okay, we cannot create an object for an interface, but we can create an interface for reference variable. How can we create? Here you can see syntax. Okay, interface reference variable equal to new class. This class is implemented for interface. This is the syntax to create the reference variable. Just you need to remember. Through this reference variable, we can access all the class members. Okay. Next, all abstract methods of interface should be overridden its subclass. Otherwise, the subclass should be abstract. What it is stating, so it is interface. Whenever we implement this interface, okay, we are implementing in interface here. We should implement all the methods of interface in its subclass. See here, its subclass we implemented. Implemented means just we added body, right? Here it doesn't contain any body, but here we added one body implementation. Okay, all the abstract methods of interface should be overridden in its subclass. Okay, otherwise, if you don't implement any method of interface, then the class should be abstract. Okay, here we implemented. Okay, this is normal class. Okay, no issue. Okay, from this interface, we implemented helper class and we implemented all the methods. So this is class. If you don't implement it, any class, means here you can see in this code snippet, you can see method 2 we did not implement, only method 1 implemented. Yes, the subclass should be abstract. Why? What is the reason behind this? Normal class doesn't allow abstract methods, right? Normal class we can define only implemented methods only. But unimplemented methods we cannot define in normal class. Okay. If there is any unimplemented method, then the class should be abstract class. That is the meaning of this point. Support multiple inheritance. Next one. Okay, if you remember during inheritance concept, we discussed three types: single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and multiple inheritance. And we have seen single level inheritance and multi-level inheritance, but multiple level inheritance we skipped over there. What is the reason? Multiple inheritance it doesn't support at class level. Java doesn't support multiple inheritance at class level. It supports only at interface level. We can see this as well. Let's understand this very well through program. We will see examples for all these points. Okay, let me create an interface. Interface class A. It is a collection of fields and methods, right? I created one variable and let me create one abstract method. Sum into x comma into y. Another method is subtraction into a comma into b into n1 comma into n2. Okay, these are two abstract methods. Interface should be implemented, right? How can we implement? Class class B implements, right? Implements class A. Okay. Okay, see here why it is showing error. The class B must be either declared it as abstract or implement abstract methods sum and subtraction. Okay, what it is stating, you should implement all abstract methods of interface in its subclass. Okay, otherwise the subclass should be abstract, right? Yeah, now the error is gone. Okay, okay, first let us implement public void sum x comma int y. Int sum equal to x plus y, right? Sum. Okay, in similar way, we have to implement subtraction as well. Now we have implemented both abstract methods of an interface in its subclass. Okay, if you don't implement any abstract method, then the class should be abstract, right? Okay, first let's think about variables. Static, by default, those are final and static, right? Yeah, you can see here static. Static means, if you remember, how can we access static members, static fields, or static methods? We can access directly with the help of class name. No need to create object, right? So here class A is interface. Directly through interface, we can access this variable. So by default, it is static, clear? But how can we check whether it is final or not? Class A dot A equal to, let's try to assign one value. Yeah, now it's throwing error. What is that error? Cannot assign a value to final variable. Here you can see we did not specify this variable as final, but it is showing cannot assign value to final. What does it mean? By default, it is final. Okay, that's what we discussed in theory. By default, the variable which is defined inside the interface is public, static, and final. We should not reassign a value to the final variable once it's been assigned, right? To get the more insight about the final keyword, just you can watch previous session about final keyword. Both are clear now, right? Next, we will see about by creating the object for subclass, we can access class members. We can access all the members. Class B equal to new class B. Okay. Create object for subclass. Class B equal to, we can access sum and we can access subtraction, right? Okay, now it's fine. By creating object for subclass, we can access both. Next, we will try to create object for interface. What is interface here? Class A, right? New class A. Yeah, you can see it is throwing error. Why? We cannot create object for interface, right? You can see error description. Class A is abstract, cannot be instantiated. Okay, that means we cannot create object for an interface, but we can create reference variable, right? Let's check variable for an interface. How can create interface reference variable equal to new implemented class, right? Just all these points, just you can take a look at once this slide. Okay, we are covering all these points in program. Now reference class A dot. Yeah, you can see we can access these members. Subtraction 20 comma 30. Okay, let's execute this once and see the results. Yeah, it's absolutely working fine. Yeah, come to the second one. Create reference variable for an interface. Okay. Okay, in first one, we created object for subclass. Okay, if you click on this definition, the implementation is showing here. Yeah, the end user is able to see implementation details. Okay, but coming to the second one, it is important with respect to interface. Okay, we are creating reference variable here. Through reference variable, we are accessing the methods. Now let's try to see the implementation. Yeah, you can see here it is not showing implementation details. It is showing only functionality, sum and subtraction. Okay, we achieved abstraction, right? Yeah. Now let's take a look at multiple inheritance. For multiple inheritance, we need two classes. Okay. For multiple inheritance, we need to create two interfaces. Okay. Interface interface X. Let us create one method, abstract method. Method one. Next, let me create one more interface. Interface interface Y. Okay, this is another interface. Public Y. Okay, We have to remove this keyword. Void method 2. Okay. Okay, let's implement. Void method 1, right? This is method 1. Next, public void method 2. This is method 2, right? Now we implemented abstract methods of interface in its subclass. Now everything looks good. Okay, let's try to access these members by creating object for class C. Class C, class C equal to new class C, right? Method 1, method 2, right? This is pretty much about interfaces. It is part of abstraction. We have one more concept, right? Abstract class. We can achieve abstraction in two ways through interfaces. Just now we have seen under abstract class. We will see about abstract class in next session. That's all guys for this video. Thanks for watching.